On this episode of Still No Synthesis, Catullus 69.
This poem is elegiac couplets.
Nulla admirari quare tibi femina nulla.
Rufe velit tenerum, supposuisse femur.
Non saelam rarai labefactes munere vestis. Aut perluciduli delicis lapidis. Laedite quae da mala fabula, qua tibi fertur. Vale subalarum trux habitare caper. Hunc metuunt omnes, neque mirum. Nam mala veldes, bestia, nequi cum bella puella cubet. Quar aut crudelem nasorum interfice postem. Aut admirari decine corfugiant.
In Catullus 69, we see Catullus attempt to let his friend, Rufus, know why no women want to sleep with him, yet he is almost pretending to help because he is blatantly insulting Rufus. It is even more of an insult to the injury as Catullus calls him Rufus in the first place, as it is his cognomen, meaning it is a very personal title, typically passed down from father to son. This may also be the same Rufus who had an affair with Clodia and was defended by Cicero in Procilio. A quote from Ronnie.
This poem makes an allegation about smelly armpits in a humorous and kind of sexy way. Its charming description of the uncharming recalls the similar interplay in a poem we didn't cover and doesn't matter at all.
Something like that. There's also a clever juxtaposition between the stanky armpits and the beautiful women.
You need not wonder, Rufus, why no woman wants to put her delicate thigh under you. Not if you should cause her to waver with the offering of loosely woven clothes, or the delight of a translucent stone.
Notice all the negatives in this first portion of the text. The poem's first line begins and ends with noli and nulla, and after another line is continued with non. This excessive use of negatives may be representative of Catullus's attitude towards his friend in this poem. Even when offered precious gifts such as expensive clothing and gems, women do not waver in avoiding to sleep with poor Rufus.
You are being harmed by a bad rumor by which you bear a harsh goat that lives under the valley of your armpits.
This bad rumor that Catullus claims Rufus bears over his head seems to be created by Catullus himself within this poem at this very moment. Also, note how it is in the middle of the poem, almost as if he is trying to slide it in there without anybody noticing. Oh, Catullus, you slick little blue thrush. Wait, Catullus tells Rufus that no women want to go near him because he smells like there's a goat living under his armpit.
All fear this, and no wonder. It is an extremely bad beast that no charming girl would lie down with.
Catullus goes from stating that no woman would want to place her thigh under him to straight up telling him that no pretty woman would want to sleep with him at all. That's pretty harsh, man. Also, pay attention to that quicum. It is an archaic and a relative clause. What makes that archaic is that, cubet being the subjunctive, he is describing the characteristics of some general beast that lives under Rufus's arm, the sort of which no girl would sleep with, saying that Rufus has the very same characteristics as the beast. Catullus is essentially calling Rufus himself the beast, which is very important in the next line.
Either kill the savage plague of the nostrils, or stop wondering why they flee.
Having made Rufus out to be the beast, that is the savage plague of nostrils, Catullus, being the gentleman he is, tells Rufus that if he should not stop wondering why all the pretty girls flee, he should kill himself. This poem is similar to poem 43, which we covered earlier this year. In it, Catullus is rather rude to a woman, bashing her by pointing out all of her features such as her nose and feet, just to praise his own lesbia through contrast. In Catullus 69, however, Catullus simply breaks this poor stinky goat man. Let us compare Catullus's use of noses in this poem to the last poem we translated, the Letter to Fabulus, in which he describes how someone would desire to become a nose in order to smell something absolutely beautiful. However, this poem's talk of nose juxtaposes that. discussing the enemy of the nose, which bears a rather nasty stench. In the greater scheme of Catullus's life, this has about as much significance as a nice roast you fired at your friend in a text. On a closing note, please don't forget to shower or you might have goats in your armpits.